Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Real Bizarre. You know, huge muscles can both impress and frighten at the same time. Everyone has their own opinion about bodybuilders. Some people think they look appealing and sexy, others just don't seem to get the point in building up one's muscles. Anyway, today you guys will see 10 most unusual real-life bodybuilders. Number 1. Mark Smith. Mark Smith is a good guy. He's a family man and a very manly man in general. He's a British Army veteran actually. During the military trainings in 2011, Mark injured his leg real badly. There was no other way, the leg had to be amputated. So yes, Mark is an amputee, but he's also a bodybuilder, which is good, because now this guy has a purpose in life. And that purpose is building up what's left of his body to the maximum limit of his own abilities. Good for you, Marky. Let's all wish Mark all the best and hope that he's gonna keep it up. Number 2. Andrey Kostash. Hey, do you guys like push-ups? You don't? Well, can't say that about Andrey Kostash. This guy loves push-ups. In fact, he's got famous because of his unusual love for push-ups. The thing is, when Andrey was only 7 years old, he managed to do 4,000 freaking push-ups in a row. It took this restless guy 2 hours 29 minutes. It is now Ukraine's national record and pride. And if you think that 4,000 times is impressive, well, Andrey said that his personal record revolves around 6,000 times. This little guy does his thing since the age of 5. He has a strong desire to become an actor and learn all kinds of fighting techniques. Go Kostash leg! Number 3. Jane Kroc. Matthew Raymond Kroc, better known as Jane Kroc, is a former powerlifter and a well-known bodybuilder. Matt is also known for being Bill Clinton's personal bodyguard. Actually, that period of his life was when he really started to take bodybuilding seriously. Matt is very good at bodybuilding. It is proved by the fact that he's a world champion. Talking about the guy's personal life, he has 2 wives, God knows why, and 3 kids. But in 2015, this guy made a completely mind-boggling statement. He claims that inside he feels exactly like a pretty young lady. Wow, man, how come, dude? So that explains why Matt Kroc now calls himself Jane. It's all about the crotch area, if you get me. Number 4. Muhammad Ali, aka Mr. 10-Pack. They call Muhammad Mr. 10-Pack for a reason, and the reason being is that Muhammad is a guy that has 10 packs. His abdominal muscles are different from what one considers as normal. Who knows, could it be that Mr. 10-Pack is in fact an alien? Huh? Is that likely? Tell me what you think in the comments, guys. Is this a genetic thing, or is this guy in fact an alien? Also, he could have been abducted by aliens who installed 2 extra packs on his body. If so, there must have been a reason for that. Creepy stuff, you guys. Number 5. Helmut Strebl. Helmut Strebl was born in 1969 when the Second World War was already over. But that's not the point. The point is that his height is 191 centimeters and his weight is 97. During comps, it's about 89. And the cool thing about this guy is that his body contains only 4% of subcutaneous fat. And that's kinda rare. So Helmut was able to achieve these incredible results due to his special training technique. I mean, look at this guy, he's freaking shredded. Yeah, shredded like hell. And you know what? This dude is over 50 now, and it looks like he feels great. His mind and body are all in sync, and that's all we all need. So keep it up, Helmut. Number 6. Nick Scott. Nick Scott got in a car accident when he was in high school. The result of that was 2 of his legs gone. Not gone, but paralyzed. During the rehab period, Nick put up a lot of weight, and he felt like his life was over. But then one day, he got himself together. He put himself together just like that. The first thing he did was that he went to the gym. but it was hard to exercise in a wheelchair. Very hard. But he didn't let that stop him. This guy has a wheel of steel. Actually, Nick has a word of advice for all you people out there. Here's what he's got to say. If only people focused less on their problems and more on the ways to solve them, they would succeed in anything they wanted. Nick is the IPBB Pro Federation champion. He also represents America in the International Paralympic Championship in Hanover. Jeez, that's incredible. Number 7. Barbie Thomas. A rather sad story of Barbie Thomas began when she lost her arms in an accident when she was only 2. But that didn't bother little girl much. She could find the strength within to become who she was. Instead of her arms, she started using her legs. She did everything with just a pair of her feet. When Barbie was a student, she used to swim a lot, and later she got interested in bodybuilding. Her personal trainer had doubts about her, but Barbie decided to keep the trainings going against all odds. And so a few years later she became a champion. Apart from the successful career, Barbie Thomas has 2 lovely kids. Number 8. Amanda Loy. Amanda Loy from Scottsdale, Arizona. She likes stretching her muscles and loves bodybuilding. She was born with a type of dwarfism that allowed her body to remain proportional. Being only 1.2 meters and 32.6 kilos, she took part in a bodybuilding competition and managed to get around other contestants, who were the usual sort of girls. Now that Amanda won, she thinks about doing this thing like a professional, and it looks like things are coming up roses. This girl is adored by the crowd, and judges also show her their appreciation. Not only Amanda won, she did it despite her unconventional looks. In no way Amanda's afraid to be different. And by the way, Amanda also appeared in an episode of Little Women Dallas. Her Instagram page is booming, and it's no secret that both men and women like Amanda Loy for who she is. Number 9. Blake Beckford. 33-year-old Blake Beckford is an example of a very straightforward man. He always wanted to compete in bodybuilding contests, but was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis, which practically meant that he couldn't go back into bodybuilding ever again. But against all odds, Blake decided he would go back and made a decision to undergo an operation and remove his large intestine, replacing it with what? With a bag that collects wastes. Doctors warned him that he should quit bodybuilding, but Blake didn't listen and went on with his trainings, achieving quite impressive results, by the way. Right now, Blake seems like he's doing great. He's in great shape. He appeared in Man's Fitness too. It's quite a popular magazine, and Blake himself is a very popular personal trainer. His poo collector looks a bit weird, and it's probably very uncomfortable too, but Blake copes with it and acts like it's no biggie. It's cool how despite doctor's orders, he's able to keep going strong. Well, hopefully, he'll last. Number 10. Ray Moon. Ray Moon, perhaps the oldest bodybuilder alive. Ray was born in 1930, which was nearly 100 years ago. So you see, this man is almost a century-old guy. Now let's count. This man experienced a case of polymyelitis. He had all types of cardiovascular diseases and a heart operation. He even was dead at some point in his life. Can you believe that? When he was in a coma, that is. Luckily, he managed to escape the devil's grip and now looks like somebody who could live another tenner. Yeah, man, it's hard to imagine that this guy has an abdominal flap, hernia, prostate problems, and 2 heart attacks behind his back, for God's sake. Ray's will for a life is incredible. Instead of telling it all to go to hell and die quietly, he keeps on living. He started exercising by accident, and that accident turned out to be exactly what the old man needed. How coincidental. These days, Ray does 45-minute sessions and walk about 4 kilometers every day. Now let's only hope that Ray's bodybuilding career is only the beginning. By the way guys, how do you feel about people like Ray? Do you feel like you respect them at all? You gotta have respect for all-timers. Alright, on this note I would like to ask you to leave a like. As usual, stay tuned for more stuff. It's coming guys. See you around.